so much fucked up shit to get into.
Welcome back to Little Stinkers, baby. I'm Michael fucking Rainey here with my buddies, Cowdown Jala.
Hey, Pink Chip.
Jacob Furman Mattera.
Splish splash.
Wet and Juicy Jeff Simmons. Man, we're just talking about ladies with volleyball butts. Y'all know about volleyball butts, right?
Well,
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no. I thought you were saying that she looked like she had two volleyball stuff back there.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
But also, volleyball players' asses are like
They're
the best.
Yes,
yeah.
they are.
I see volleyball butts. I'm going 0 serving. What do you guys? Then it's a foul. Then I get arrested.
Yeah, it looks like you were arrested on account of you, what you were fingering, what your fingers were up to.
Yeah.
Did you see what he was doing with his
I
fingers?
did. I didn't
I'm
like
sorry
it.
about that, guys.
I am going to smell them, though, at the end of the show. But yeah, we were talking about the movie One Battle After Another. Really good movie. Might be the fastest moving, close to 3-hour movie I've seen.
Big time. That
It was
thing.
almost 3 hours long.
I think it was
2 hours
2:42.
Shit.
Yeah.
And it did not seem that long
No.
at
That's Interstellar
all.
long.
Yeah.
No, this moved way faster than Interstellar. There's slow parts of Interstellar.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
yeah.
You can just sit there and fast forward for about 15
Yeah.
minutes, but it's still incredible. Beautiful cinema.
Yeah, just a great, beautiful black butt. Interstellar, I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Yes. The black hole.
I think
Yes.
you're talking about Black Hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm too quick tonight.
It's my favorite show.
But we're all talking about black pussy.
Dude, DiCaprio played a great stressed out guy.
Big
Yeah.
time.
He might be the best stressed out guy. Like I think this movie does stress better than fucking Uncut Gems, which is the standard that everybody holds stress to.
Because of your distastes, your dislike for Uncut Gems, after I left the theater yesterday, and maybe in the middle of the movie, I was like, I don't think would be Rainey's cup of tea because of the anxiety inducing. But
No kidding.
it is a better done pacing and anxiety than Uncut Gems, which I'm a fan of.
Yeah. I think I hate that movie. And part of why I hate it is because you can't root for anybody. I don't give a fuck what happens. Cool, killed, no kill, no, fine, cool.
Yeah, he's not really like a redeemable.
Yeah, whereas
Yeah.
DiCaprio is really a lovable dad. You know,
Yeah.
his daughter, you don't want to see her get mixed up in everything, but she's right in the middle, and she's got all these strong qualities.
Man.
And those beautiful black buns don't hurt either.
You're not talking about the daughter anymore, I assume.
No. no, Tiana Taylor.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for that one.
She's old, right? Like the lady.
Yeah, she better be the way
I'm not,
they were.
no, Tiana
Yeah.
Taylor's 34, but I'm saying the other
She plays a
daughter.
16-year-old, so I don't know.
All right, well,
Jeff, can we set the release date till her
Yes.
birthday? 18th birthday, please? Thank you.
no, not that I felt anything about her buns, but I'm just Jake. I'm saying though, Jake. But I want Tiana Taylor's buns to be played at my funeral.
Man, I got to go see this movie.
You do,
Everyone I'm
dude.
saying-
And if you want to
everyone's
see it in
loving
IMAX, you got to go tomorrow.
Fuck.
Or if you go on Friday, motherfucker, you're going to be seeing The Way of Water Avatar 2.
I'm ready. I'm ready to paint myself blue.
I was ready to hate it because of the social media blitz
Of course.
that they're doing.
Yeah.
Where it was just like one.
Wow.
I hated it that they were sending guys to the theater dressed like Bob.
Uh-huh.
I mean, nobody. Why would anybody be invested in a character from a new movie that nobody's seen yet?
Yeah.
Why would they go dressed as him?
I mean, it is Leo. Leo!
I know, yeah, but I mean, it's like on that case, did people go to the theater dressed as Arnie when Gilbert Grape dropped?
I tried to, but they wouldn't let me in.
We might have went to the same one. Were you screaming "Dad's dead"?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, same theater.
They took me out in a bulldozer. You may have seen that happen.
I also, it's very strange that Leo is doing so much marketing for it, including the Kelsey Brothers podcast,
Yeah.
Smart move.
which really threw me for a loop. I mean, he hasn't done late night since the aughts.
Yeah,
So,
Trying to hit the sports market, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
it's a much
man's man.
It's a much
movie.
more efficient move than riding fucking tricycles with Jimmy Fallon at this point.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. But it's just it's a big budget movie for Paul Thomas Anderson. So for Leo to get his typical $20 or $25 million fee, I'm sure Paul Thomas Anderson was like, hey, we're going to need you to really, I know you don't promote usually after you're wrapped. Yeah. We're going to need you to promote on this one. And I think he liked the script enough and likes Paul Thomas Anderson enough to agree to it.
It's so cool.
I'm just hoping it ends up making enough money to not do anything bad to PTA's career.
So tomorrow's the last day to see it in IMAX, and then Friday it's Avatar in IMAX.
I'm thinking they might do an IMAX re-release for an Oscar run.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the year.
Okay.
But that's not a guarantee.
If you guys are around Friday, would you want to go with me to the IMAX, painted completely blue, and then order tickets for one battle after another?
Can we do the thing where our tails are intertwined, which technically means that we're currently having sex with each other while we order the tickets? And then when we get to the ticket booth, it just says close on us, so we have to just do that in front of a machine.
Yeah, we end up at Redbox.
We just end up renting Avatar 2 and watching it here. Still having sex with their tails, though.
Yeah, we double knotted the tails.
Are you fuckers ready for me to flip this?
Flip it, baby.
All right. If I win the flip, we talk about the Impractical Jokers. If I don't win, Jake talks about somebody. Jake won.
Whoa!
Nice, man.
I'm winning, man. This is life. I'm so excited right now. Guys,
Big
I went a
dog.
little overboard again. Got 11 pages here.
Oh, no.
And we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it all.
Hell yeah.
Jeff, you got to time check me on this one 50 times. All right, so here we go. Today's stinker,
Yes.
Mr. John Wilkes Booth.
Oh, nice.
JWB.
Doing the old JWB. And I am so excited to tell you about this guy.
I love a shooting ass motherfucker.
I'm excited because this is we've covered manhunts before.
And boy hunts.
And boy hunts. But I was so excited this is my first stinker where I get to talk about a manhunt.
Yeah.
So here we go.
What's his famous e pluribus unum? Is that what he yelled?
Yes. Yeah.
I need a quarter.
Sic semper tyrannis, which we're going to get to later.
Death to tyrants.
Pretty cool stuff. All right, so as you know,
Imagine being about to shoot the president and you go to scream that and you stutter.
I would fuck that up so much to the point where it's just gun to my own head.
stabbing it, just porky pig it. Yeah.
Well, that's all for me, folks.
So yeah, as everyone mostly knows, on April 14th, 1865, Ford Theater, Lincoln was seeing Our American Cousin, not to be confused with Our Idiot Brother. I really got confused about that for a while.
I love that movie.
And not to be confused with the other sister, the retarded person love story.
I love that movie. That's a great movie.
I passed by her at a horror movie convention once.
Did you really?
Yeah.
She was just in the public?
No,
around?
she was signing autographs.
Oh, she's at a booth.
Yeah.
And she was coming in from lunch.
Dude, she's so funny in Old School when the sexy people walk in. She's like, I'm sorry. It's pretty great.
Simon Birch.
But I'll get back to John Wilkes Booth. Born May 10th, 1838, near Bel Air, Maryland, to actors Junius Brutus Booth and Marianne Holmes.
You cannot have both. I'm a staunch believer. One parent only can be an artist. The other one
Yeah.
has to work at the bank.
Well, in this case, one was successful. The other one kind of became a homebody.
Okay.
And I'll explain why. First of all, the dad, not to digress here for a couple minutes, total stinker, right? He was born in across the pond somewhere, I think London or something. And he was a famous actor there, alcoholic.
Whoa, nice.
And
Like him.
dude, he was known for his wild behavior. He fathered his first illegitimate child
Nice.
at age 15.
What?
So he had an illegitimate child. It was 1811, and he gets caught up in a court case for, child support, and he bails.
Whoa.
He flees to Brussels, or right, Brussels, is that what it's called?
Because kids hate those.
Yeah, exactly.
And now they're my favorite. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. The only sprout you're going to be ingested is the one on PBS, motherfucker. See y'all in Brussels.
So he moves there. He marries, he falls in love again that quick, the dad. Marries Marie Christine Adelaide Delanoy Booth.
Whoa.
That's an
Chick-
yeah.
Chicks love a guy that doesn't take care of his kids. A man that will not take care of his kids will never be single.
How is it? How? I thought like the hottest thing a lady could see was just a dad taking care of a kid at a playground. It's garlic to vampires. It's crazy.
So they had one son, right? And he eventually abandoned them and decided to move to the United States with his mistress, Mary Ann Holmes.
So
who he ends up marrying.
In the UK, bails on a kid.
Yes.
In Brussels, bails on a family.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, and then he moves with
That's
his
what's up.
mistress.
Yeah.
So 1811, illegitimate child. 1815, gets married in Brussels. 1821, gets married in the U.S. to his mistress, Mary Ann Holmes, right? He becomes, as soon as he gets here, there's not much American theater. He becomes like a superstar here. This Junius, I never heard of this guy, but apparently he's the talk of the town. And his favorite activity when he wasn't performing, you want to guess what it is?
Eating bananas without using his hands.
No, that's my favorite activity, John.
Bobbing for apples and milk.
Close second for me. No, he liked getting drunk and writing Andrew Jackson letters threatening to kill him.
Like it.
I knew drunk was going to have to do with it. You threw me off with the fruit. I said fruit because you said fruit. But the getting drunk and then actually putting, and he's stamping it and sending it.
Yes.
I love that kind of
sending
shit.
all of them.
Guilty as charged for the banana joke. I'm going to file an appeal.
Why don't you just split instead?
I'm going to call Foster.
By the time John Wilkes Booth was born, his dad, Junius, had already shot a man in the face,
I like it.
attempted to end his own life 3 times, and had been sent to prison in 4 different states. So this dude is the certified goat stinker in the family, for sure.
And this is by 1830. This is before 1830 at this
This
point.
is, yeah, probably through 1830, 1840.
Okay.
Right? John Wilkes Booth was a 9th of 10 children
Whoa.
born to the couple. And sadly, he never got to meet 4 of his siblings because they're
AIDS.
like AIDS.
Yellow AIDS.
Yellow AIDS.
Was it yellow AIDS or AIDS fever? I forget.
Yeah.
No, AIDS Fever was the song that the Chubby Checker came out with.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. We're
So,
doing the HIV.
They do the HIV?
Yeah.
In a perfect Chubby Checker.
That was
Thank you.
really good.
Yeah, I think I've been working on my Chubby Checker. The entire plane ride to
Much to the
Philly.
chagrin of the rest of the Southwest passenger.
Baby, we're doing the HIV. Don't you dare take me by the little hand. I'm going to take a piss stop.
You really make me move. He's snapping.
Yeah, look at that.
Whoa, his pants are off.
Jeff, put him back on.
I'm a bit of a Chubby Checker myself.
He did, John Wilkes Booth growing up did everything with his older sister, right?
That means he's checking chubbies.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna take off page 1. Hang on. Oh man. Yeah. So his upbringing. He was pretty not normal kid. He was known for starting fights in the neighborhood with people just for fun. Mike, you're not gonna like this. He would kill cats for his own amusement around the
fuck,
time.
man.
Yeah. That's just they didn't have cell phones back then.
Yeah.
You know, you had to find something to do. Him and his brother, when they were 9 years old, they built a theater in their
To
backyard.
run through the assassination.
Yeah, they really planned this thing out a while. But when he's 13 years old, a scandal kind of happens because a Belgian woman shows up at their door in Baltimore. And you know who it is? It's Marie Christine Adelaide Delanoy
God.
Booth.
Leave me
Julius's
alone.
first wife.
Yeah, leave me alone, bitch.
I bet you that door was closed before she finished her fucking name. Take a walk, bitch. She's with me now.
Dude. So she shows up and it gets ugly pretty fast. He sends what's his name, John Wilkes Booth, away to school and deals with it. He's 13 years old. He sends him off to like a military kind of academy, a Bel Air academy, actually, where he was visited by his friend DJ Jazzy Jeff. But he, in the process of sending him John Wilkes Booth to school, he divorces his first wife and remarries his second wife.
Whoa.
So they got
Jake, piggybacking off your DJ Jazzy Jeff joke, I just want to say, you know why they knew it was John Wilkes Booth that killed Abraham Lincoln?
Why?
Because when they found the gun, they found Fresh Prince.
Nice. Nice. Oh, man, I like that. I like it a lot.
Totally worth interrupting the show.
To do a variation of a joke a bum has been telling me on the streets of Philadelphia for the last 14 years.
Am I going to be homeless, John?
So
The joke is, how do you find Will Smith in the snow? Look for the Fresh Prince.
Okay, cool. I like it. Yeah.
You've definitely seen this bum before.
reinvented-
Does he seem happy?
He does.
Yeah.
That's important.
At first, and then you don't give him $1, and then he gets very sad.
Very, very sad. So he's at the Milton boarding school for boys. When
In Hershey?
No, I think it's in Maryland. I thought.
Okay.
I think everything he did was in Maryland. But while he was there, he had a fortune teller told him that he was going to die young and it was going to come to a bad end.
Whoa.
Very ominous. But also, it's the mid 1800s. I feel like that's a
Yeah.
That's a fucking
Yeah,
Yeah, he
ringer.
showed up with typhoid fever.
yeah. You don't look good.
Yeah, typhoid fever wasn't just the cover band that was playing that night. Blooded.
So this is where things get kind of sad. He's 14 years old. It's November 30th, 1852, Louisville, Kentucky. Papa Booth, en route to California with his two other sons, because they were actors, Edwin and Junius Jr. Papa Booth developed a fever from drinking contaminated water,
Oh no.
and he dies in Kentucky. And then he brought him back, and at the service, John Wilkes Booth and his sister freaked out because they thought he was moving and ran out of the parlor screaming that he was still alive.
What was
And then-
happening?
Nothing. He was still dead
Yeah.
the whole time, so they really just kind of faked themselves out.
Dude, women will do that.
Pretty funny thing for an hysterical woman to do at a funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love seeing that kind of shit. And then he's like, that's when you stand against the wall with your back against the wall and you just watch. You just watch these dizzy broads
Yeah.
fucking lose their minds.
Yeah.
And is there anything better than telling a woman she's hysterical? Dude, I would come home after doing coke all night, and before my wife could even get a word out, I'm like, "You're hysterical. Take the morning to cool off. I'm gonna go lie down for 12 hours."
12 hours. Dude, so what do you call it? He basically, his dad was I told you, an actor, a big actor in America. They had a nice home. They were building a brand new home next to their old cabin. It was this huge house, and when Dad died, they lost everything, and they had to become farmers.
Yeah.
It was pretty sad. He ended up quitting school at 14 years old, and but still kind of had the acting bug. I guess they didn't get rid of the stage they made out back.
Yeah.
And at 17, he made his acting debut on stage.
Oh.
So,
That's
promising.
pretty good.
He ambitious, 17 years old. 1857, he moves to Philly. 13th and Callow Hill.
Wow.
What's up? That's where he was living. And,
Been there, I think, probably.
What's that?
I've probably been there.
Yeah, you've probably been there.
Probably walked right by his fucking house.
I think, yeah. I don't know where it is.
That's where you buy your flavored condoms.
It's a better chew than gum, all right?
Last longer. So the whole reason he moves to Philly is his childhood buddy is the lead comedian at Arch Street Theater.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he gets John Wilkes Booth a job at the theater as a member of the company,
Yeah.
like a small parts, and he doesn't want to like ride his dad's coattails because he was very popular and had a reputation. So he went by JB.
Smooth.
JB Will? JB Smooth. Yeah.
You got long balls, Abe.
Damn, Larry. Yeah. So JB Wilkes, he's and fun fact about the Arch Street Theater real quick. It was ran by a lady who went by Mrs. John Drew, aka Louisa Lane Drew, who is the grandmother to John Barrymore,
Whoa.
who is the grandfather
No.
to Drew Barrymore.
Get the fuck out of
Yes,
here.
that's right. We'll be right back.
From the Drew Barrymore show. Hang on, we have to watch an episode of the Drew Barrymore show. We'll be right back.
So he began with
We're back.
Yeah. He was just getting minor roles, and eventually they start giving him more lines and stuff like that. And he's starting to like do a little bit better. Eventually, short speeches. But on 3 consecutive nights, the Philly crowds booed him for messing up his lines.
Whoa.
And it really fucked with him. Like, it really completely discouraged him. He was embarrassed. And by the next year, 1858, he was released from the theater.
Oh, no.
Damn. Do you think that the audience knew the lines? Or do you think he was so bad? Like,
oh, God, I'm so fucking stupid.
Yeah,
What is the next fucking word?
Oh, my God. Maybe he did fumble the lines when he was yelling them from the balcony.
Yeah.
Who knows? So, yeah. So he goes back home. His brother gets him a job at the Holiday Street Theater, which I don't have time to get into the cool history with that.
Gay.
Cool, pretty cool stuff. First place, the Star Spangled Banner was played.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, I get so much. I was researching this, and then I researched the Star Spangled Banner for a while.
Yeah.
And I learned so much. I'm excited to tell you about later.
Yeah, I'm currently in the middle of 7 other presentations now.
So he goes to Baltimore. Brother gets him a job at that theater. He's getting better, and then he gets poached by the Marshall Theater in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay.
This sounds like a fun life.
Yeah, he's doing it. He's following his dream, and he gets paid his highest salary yet. And he had a kind of cool job there because he worked alongside like all of America's biggest stars. Like when they would travel, like he'd be like the guy on stage with them locally. So
Your
like,
boy Sidibe.
yeah, yeah. So he was just doing bit parts, and in 1859 he has his first starring role in Othello, and he's 20 years old and crushes it. So he's doing great. So now I'm going to divert a little bit here.
Yeah.
October 16th, 1859. Abolitionist John Brown took over Harper's Ferry Armory to free the slaves, right? Because this is pre-Civil War. And the standoff lasted 48 hours, and everyone was pissed, including John Wilkes Booth, who, without informing his boss, the theater manager, just joined a local militia in Charleston and Harper's Ferry. He was fired up.
What year was this again?
This is 1859.
Well, okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, the reason why I say that is because I've recently been looking into Philadelphia area gangs from that time.
No shit.
Yeah, and there was a fucking gang. They were called the Schuylkill Rangers.
For real?
They were an Irish gang. Yeah, Irish gangs were prevalent around that time.
Whoa.
And they would often fight with volunteer firefighter brigades,
That's awesome.
who are also functioning as gangs / fire putter-outers.
Something I can get behind. Fucking up a bunch of firefighters. Sprayed me when I was trying to save some fucking doggies.
I got jumped by a bunch of firefighters once.
I think me and you might have a little bit of vengeance together.
Yeah, I got a fire inside.
I've got
Good luck
rescued
putting
by
this out.
firefighters, so that's good.
So you're probably not going to come with us to try to fight a bunch of them.
I'll support. Yeah, no, I'll throw some.
I noticed your sticker on the window that said one bird, one cat, and one Jake.
But so he joins the militia. His duties involve guarding the prison where John Brown is being held, and like protecting the road, supplying food to the 400 militia. Pretty cool. And then he actually he borrowed somebody's militia uniform so that he could attend John Brown's execution that December, which is pretty
neat.
Pretty wild stuff. That fucked him up though, because it was, hard to see someone get hung, I guess. See someone get hung.
He thought he wanted to see it, but then seeing it, he regretted.
Yeah, pretty graphic stuff.
Anytime I put on a video where a guy's hung, I immediately turn it off.
Yeah.
I throw my phone across the room.
Yeah, I don't want to see any guys
spit
hung.
on my sleeping wife.
I'm not even fucking hungry anymore. And I get up from Pizza Hut. And everybody's like, that wasn't even a sit-down Pizza Hut anyway. And I'm like, well, they had one chair in there, okay?
Oh, man. So after the initial joining the militia, he returns to Richmond, and he was fired. He wanted to know why. It's because he disappeared for 2 weeks. Luckily,
That's pretty common.
yeah. But he got rehired after his militia buddies showed up and insisted he get rehired.
They gave him a little bit of
they helped him out. He got
like,
a job.
Like they bent their arm a little bit, or they were just like he was doing the right thing?
They didn't really get into the info, but I think the threat was kind of there. And
Nice theater you got here. It would be a shame if a bunch of these actors were gay inside of it. Be a shame if started to stink like cum from all the gay actors fucking each other in here.
Yeah, it'd be a real crying shame if they did, I don't know, say Hairspray instead of Oklahoma.
So he started performing in sold-out shows over the next 6 months. So he was starting to become like a minor celebrity at this time. Then he gets an agent in 1860 and books his first national tour. Pretty cool. So he's, again, living the life. He earned, his salary was $20,000 back then.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's, I didn't know the math, but
He
it's
was
hundreds of
fucking
thousands.
rich, and he was still pissed at the government.
He was rich, and he was famous because of his acting ability. So in 1860, Lincoln gets elected, and this kind of like starts his radicalization a little bit. He wrote that it was a declaration of war against the southern states, and he was pretty pissed, but he wanted the states to stay together. Problem was, Lincoln gets elected in 1860. By December, South Carolina is the first state to secede. And then in February of 1861, they elect Jefferson Davis as the Confederate president. And then, on April 12th, Confederates attacked Fort Sumter, and that's kind of credited as the start of the Civil War. Yeah.
So he was a Marylander through and through.
Yep.
Proud Southerner.
Yeah.
Even though he was fucking less than 100 miles from the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah, so he's just on the wrong side of the Mason-Dixon line. His whole family apparently was pro-Union.
Uh-huh.
And he just kept, I guess the farming and all the immigrants coming in really started to bother him, and he really went hard into the South.
Jake, did they mention Jefferson Davis's horse's name?
They did not.
I think they should do that.
What's his horse's name?
I don't know. Like, I often wonder because you see them on the statues, and you know about the guys.
Sure, yeah. William Penn as well.
I it's like I know it's Jefferson Davis, but
And Buttercup.
I don't need to find out through the grapevine that his name is Fudge.
Yeah, put
Just
it on the fucking
inscribe
plaque,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
Put it on the plaque.
Although I don't know if you're a racist horse, you probably want to lie, be like, it's actually Dave. No, dude, Fudge. I don't even know.
Does it rhyme with Dave? And it's something you also owned a few of.
So here we
His
go.
horse's name was Slave.
Lincoln delivers the Emancipation Proclamation, right? And when Booth found out he was rehearsing, he grabbed a prop gun and shoved it into another performer's chest and said, "If you were Lincoln, what a chance I'd have."
Whoa.
So he was
I like
pretty
it.
vocal about how much he hated Lincoln, right?
Which I feel like was a time when you could be maybe a little vocal about it.
Yeah, 1863.
There are still people posting that kind of shit on the internet, and it's like, how the fuck do you not think that the fucking FBI is going to be at your door in 24 hours?
Yep. And
Female
so
body inspectors.
Later that year, was it November? Sorry, I wrote the fucking dates in number form, and I really don't know. I'm trying to read through this.
You're European, Jake.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know a song perhaps that you could sing every time that ran you through the months of the year?
8675309.
So
I don't think that would help.
November 9th. November
That would be
9th.
much more confusing.
This is where it gets starts getting fun. November 9th, 1863. So that same year, John Wilkes Booth is starring in The Marble Heart at Ford's Theater. And it's the first time Lincoln got to set eyes on his killer.
Okay.
Wilkes
Just didn't
Booth
know.
was in the MCU? Go on, I'm sorry.
That's
I'm so fucking sorry.
No, please elaborate.
Marvel or Marble?
Marble. Oh, that was okay.
I have to use your bathroom, but I really don't want to use your bathroom.
After what I told you, it's clean. Okay, he basically Lincoln sees him and he's so impressed with Booth. He was blown away.
Blown Away by Booth would be a great play title.
Jake, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. That's 11-9. Guys, this is just a few days before this charged Lincoln up so much. Within 10 days, he delivers the Gettysburg Address.
Are you
I'm dead serious.
Being serious, that he is motivated and inspired by John Wilkes Booth performance.
He went back and saw him perform. I don't know if it's the same play or different plays at this point. Saw him multiple times. And Lincoln was a fan and asked Booth's co-star to set up a meeting. But Booth kept making excuses not to because he didn't like him.
Yo, how gay was Lincoln to be inspired by plays? Yo, just imagine like sitting with your husband, your questionably gay husband at a play, and you're hearing like, "We go together," like shibidi-bidi-bidi, and the next day he's like, "And from thenceforth."
Who wants a hickey from Kanicki?
Fourscore! But at the end of 1864, John Wilkes Booth, he's kind of fucking bored of touring. He's has chronic bronchitis, just like me. And the Confederacy's still losing. So here's a weird moment, though. His brother, Edwin Booth, also an actor, saved Robert Todd Lincoln's life in 1864 at a train station in Jersey City.
Whoa.
He was a kid and was trying to board the train. It was packed. Fell in between the crack and fell down in the gap.
Stepped on his mother's back. And
actually shot his dad in the...
Is that Lincoln? That's Lincoln's son.
Yeah, Lincoln's son, Robert Todd Lincoln, his oldest son.
Wow.
Yeah, and Edwin Booth pulled him up to safety.
That's some sliding doors shit, dude. That's like small world,
yes, crazy, right?
Very bizarre.
Take a Lincoln, leave a Lincoln. That's the first. It's the first one.
Yeah. I hope I see that in bold.
Oh, yeah. Take a Lincoln, leave. I was like, I gotta write that down.
I cannot risk forgetting that gem.
Yeah. So I didn't know this. The plan wasn't to kill Lincoln. Initially, the plan was
he had a fly on his ear.
Dude, they were going to pull a Celtic pride and kidnap Abraham Lincoln. Did you know that?
No.
So, did you know that, Jeffy? I did. You're getting wet and juicy over there. But, so in 1864, he reunites with an old schoolmate, Sam Arnold. They hate. No, I don't know if they're if he's related to Benedict.
Okay, so there was a partner in crime at some point.
So they start scheming right then and there to abduct Lincoln and transport him back to Richmond, Virginia, hand him over to the Confederates.
Whoa.
Crazy how they did this.
Crazy game of fucking hide and seek. Tag, hiding and seek? I guess this would be like Relivio. Did you guys have a different game? Did you guys have a different game with like a base, like a real power tag? What did you call that?
Release.
Okay.
Sweet release.
Sweet, yeah.
Yes.
And then we would all come on a cracker, and whoever came last had to eat it.
I shouldn't divulge because I have so many pages, but one time we were playing Release, and I mean, I'm pretty easy catchable, so I'd have to find good spots. And I hid under somebody's car, the block behind my house, and as I'm under there, they turn on their lights, they get in the car, they turn it the fuck on. I'm like 11 years old, shitting my pants underneath.
You're about to scare the fucking shit out of this person.
Dude, if they backed up, I probably would have had my face ripped off.
You were facing up?
No, I was facing down, but
and it
still.
would have dragged your fucking...
Yeah, it would pull my head back like this.
with your Edgar suit ass.
Yeah. But after like a minute of letting the car run, or a couple minutes, they turned it off and then went in. I don't know if they saw me get under the car and they were trying to scare me out or what the fuck was happening.
Were you yelling or anything?
No, I stayed the fuck quiet because I was freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, I mean that's like a stand your ground. I'm just gonna start shooting through the floorboards.
And dude, I didn't want to try to roll out because I was like, what if they put the car in reverse real quick and I get fucking, you know what I mean? So I just fucking waited it out, and thank God I'm still here.
Getting your face taken off by a car that you're taking a nap under.
Yeah. That's true Darwinism right there.
It was 2 days later. I thought they were still playing.
Today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. October 10th was World Mental Health Day. This year, BetterHelp wants to shine the spotlight on therapists and say thank you. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people, and they're making it their mission to help you get easy online guidance from a licensed therapist in the comfort of your own home. I know a lot of people who have used BetterHelp, and they love how easy it is to find the right therapist for them. If you try somebody and they don't work out, it's very easy to try somebody else until you find the right fit for you. Just a short questionnaire helps you identify your needs and preferences, and their 12 plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate mean they typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our fans get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/stinker. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/stinker. All right, let's get back to the show.
So here's the thing. Booth, like, saw Lincoln so much around town that he kind of, like, had the MO on his situation. He's like, he traveled lightly. He was like, not many guards with him. He had always, like, he's like, there's plenty of opportunities.
Isn't he 6'7"? This is crazy.
Who's that?
Lincoln.
Lincoln is like 6'7", 6'5", something like that. Wilkes Booth, by the way, very handsome guy, 5'8". But dude was getting
penis.
mad puss
Really?
all the time.
Damn.
He was writing love letters to like so many different women while married.
Dude, imagine a guy that's in the theater and doing pretty well, has money, can act his fucking little wiener off.
Yeah, starring in shows that the president's going to see.
Oh my
Like,
God.
that's
To be or not to be in your motherfucking bed, bitch.
so he does a brief trip to Montreal. That's where he kind of meets a bunch of rebel contacts and like really starts to set the conspiracy in motion. Dr. Samuel Mudd is somebody he met when he came back to Southern Maryland. They set up a camp. They acquired horses. They planned escape routes.
Is he in the theater? Yeah, let's just say he sees Dr. Samuel Mudd. He's been a patient of Dr. Mudd for a very long time, if you catch my drift.
So
Where do you go at night?
he's doing this.
I'm with Dr. Mudd.
He keeps odd hours, Laverne.
He does show up after the assassination. He does show up at Samuel Mudd's house at 4:30 in the morning, and says, "I fell off my horse. Can you fix my leg?"
Oh.
That was So, just sounds like a booty call now that you guys are talking about it. So he's on his hiatus from acting at this point. He's done with it, but he decides to do one more show. On October 25th, 1964, John Wilkes Booth acts in a production of Julius Caesar.
Nice.
Now, this is the only time in his life he performed with both of his brothers in a production. His brother Edwin, the guy who saved Robert Todd Lincoln, he was Brutus. I think Junius Jr. was Caesar, and John Wilkes Booth was Mark Antony. Just keep that in mind for later. It was his last public performance, besides like a private one that he did, and besides the last performance. December 1864, he meets someone at the National Hotel. They plan the whole kidnapping during. They were like, okay, let's do it during Ford's Theater's play, whatever they have coming up, because he was always in and out of the theater. He just kind of had carte blanche to go in whenever he wanted. So that was going to be the ground. January 1865, they smuggle weapons into D.C. They buy a buggy to cart them off in, and then they buy 3 boats for the abduction to get them across the river and get them like
Pretty well thought out plan.
This is like 6 or 7 people at this point, like really helping out with this, and the original kidnapping got caught off because Lincoln they were ready to get him at the Ford Theater, and he ended up going to a different theater that night, and also there was like heavy rain, and they didn't want to deal with it. Because back then, heavy rain really fucked your shit up.
Bro, yeah. Roads were not concrete. Mm-hmm. They were muddy.
Now, mind
Dr. Samuel Muddy.
Samuel, yeah. So, Lucy, what he does, I told you, he's a little Casanova ass.
Yeah.
He starts seeing the daughter of Senator John Hale, who is an abolitionist, by the way, so doesn't really agree with him.
Is he doing this just as a chess move?
No, I think she was enamored by him, seeing him in the plays, and was like pursuing him.
And you would say that her pussy does pop for him.
It pops for him, for sure. Lucy Hale.
Oh my God,
Good
Loose
name.
Lucy.
Hell
For
no.
a real good time, call.
So, because her father was a senator, he got invited to Lincoln's second inauguration. And he's standing like almost like second row behind Lincoln as he's doing the swearing in and all that stuff. And he gets a little kind of rambunctious, and guards throw him out because he's like trying to work his way to the front. And he's like, fuck, I just ruined the chance of a life. He says this. I ruined the chance of a lifetime to kill Lincoln. He said that in front of her entire family. And they were like, yeah, you should break up with him. You should not see this guy anymore.
I'm teasing.
I'll have plenty of other opportunities.
So, no, honestly, there were several other kidnapping attempts that failed. One
that they just bailed on in the middle of?
This
or?
one, okay, so this other one that I saw, he was visiting a military hospital in, what do you call it, in Maryland somewhere, not too far from the Capitol, but it takes a while because there's no cars.
Mm-hmm.
So
what did they have instead of cars then?
I think broomsticks.
Okay.
So they scoped the whole place out. Everything's ready. Now they're just waiting for him to arrive, right? While they're sitting outside waiting to abduct him, Lincoln cancels and wildly instead gives a speech at the National Hotel where Booth is staying. So Booth is at the military facility waiting to get him.
It's like Lincoln is trying to get killed by him at this point.
Dude, he
like
was a
the
fan.
amount of opportunities he's giving him.
Yeah, he's a gun tease.
So March 29th, the gang splits up. They're like, fuck it. It's not going to happen. It's getting too crazy. It's not going to happen. Robert E. Lee surrenders, and now Booth is just depressed. Very sad guy. And on April 11th, Lincoln addressed the nation from the second story of the White House, his last time ever doing this. Oh. And the whole time, John Wilkes Booth is urging his friend to shoot at him, just because he hates him.
Just like nudging him.
Yeah, like doing one of those.
Bro, dude, it'd be so fucking funny if you shot at him right now.
So as Lincoln's on top of the balcony giving his speech, he announced that he was granting voting rights to black soldiers who helped win the war. And that set off John Wilkes Booth. He says, by God, that's the last speech he'll ever make. Mm. And Booth was so pissed.
He didn't even fucking serve in the war.
Dude, I know. He served a militia.
Yeah.
So like a little militia just after the abolition. So anyway.
Only to really dress up and see what was going on at Harper's Ferry, really.
Yeah, you're right.
He wasn't going to get in the mix. He fucking borrowed a uniform, didn't he?
Yes, he borrowed the uniform to see the dude John Brown get hung.
And in addition to the right to vote, we are also hereby granting black citizens 10% off every Papa John's order.
That's it.
I'm not finished. We are also hereby bequeathing them with $5 off every KFC order. And not for that reason. We have a partnership with them.
Yeah.
We are in bed with Yum Brands.
Yeah, we are the entire Yum Brand family.
If you enjoy Coca-Cola, please bring your own. Yum Brand is owned by PepsiCo.
Yeah.
Unlike the secret 11 herbs and spices, it's no secret that everyone loves KFC. You ain't stinking, Lincoln.
So April 11th, I told you, he did the balcony thing. Booth even goes as far as to just exclaiming all around town, going, "We're all slaves now!" Like just like nonstop. He's pulling that card,
bro. That's crazy. Like he is legit 90% of Twitter.
Yeah.
John Wilkes Booth was Twitter coded in
Yes.
18 fucking 59, whatever it is.
1865 at this point.
Oh, I'm sorry, 6 years fucking off. Fuck me, dude.
Do fucking Irish slaves have the right to vote?
No. What made it worse for Booth is that D.C. was celebrating its ass off right now. They just won the war. There's fireworks. There's parties going up all over stuff. So he's pissed. So on Friday, April 14th, 1965, John Wilkes Booth went to the Ford Theater to pick up his mail because actors back in that, it was a normal practice. Like they're always traveling, so they would just like send all their mail to like a theater.
I mean, I use helium as a return address. So
do you really?
I have.
You fucking John Wilkes Booth. Look at you.
I'm like, yeah.
Except for all the.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kill the Malaysian prime minister.
Zoolander style.
That's what I'm talking about. It ain't a real threat. It's from Zoolander.
So Harry Foyd, he's buddies with John Wilkes Booth from all the years at the theater. He's a star, for Christ's sake. He's going to pick up his mail. He's like, guess who's coming tonight to see our American cousin?
Yeah.
It's Abraham Lincoln. And what's his name almost shits his pants. He's like, wow, tonight we got to go. Tonight's the night.
That would have been a tough stain to get out of those wool trousers.
Just sitting there.
Those pants were already hot.
So he's excited. He contacts his co-conspirators, and the plan's set in motion. He says, guys, I'm going to kill the president. This is what he said on the...
Hey, man.
And he said, fuck, I can't believe what he said. We're going to have to edit that out.
No.
In this day and age...
No, just put it... Just plug in the Trevor Moore sketch whenever you say it.
Yeah. So he tells one of the co-conspirators, Lewis Powell, he was targeting the Secretary of State, William Seward, and George Atzerodt was supposed to kill the Vice President Andrew Johnson at the time.
It does sound like a guy that hangs out at the theater a lot. Mr. Atzerodt.
I'd rather you hang out with Samuel Mudd than Axelrod.
Yeah.
Ooh, can I get a curtain call?
Dr. Rod and Mr. Atzerodt.
Were you hanging out with Rod and Mudd?
The two go hand in hand.
You got mud all over your rod.
I've been in the theater for a fucking decade. What do you want from me, Clarice?
Dude, here's something cool, though. In the cast of Our American Cousin is his brother Edwin's mistress.
Oh.
She's an actress in the play. She had nothing to do with it. Her name's Laura Keene. She just happens to be involved. She just happens to be there when this goes down. Wasn't involved. So that night, 10:10 p.m., John Wilkes Booth was a bit of a night owl. He enters Ford Theater during the second intermission of Our American Cousin. He's concealing a pistol and a Bowie knife, heads for the doors that leads to the president's box. Now,
did he have carte blanche access to that place?
Yes,
as an actor?
usually. But however, there is guards for the president in this area.
Mm-hmm.
So the story was,
president's a known fan of his, so I
Yes.
feel like he's got
he could, yeah.
a little more wiggle room than.
So the story went, he flashed a visitor's card of a well-known figure in town.
Said, I'm with Mud, and on the reverse it said, I'm with Atzerodt.
Yeah, and that granted him access to the corridor that led to the presidential box. That's what they told him. The story came out later that all the security guards, second intermission, let's go get fucking drunk. And they got drunk at the bar next door. And that's why it was left unopened. And none of those guys ever got disciplined. Pretty wild. They just went, because the second intermission, Friday night, it's been pretty quiet. Let's grab a drink. And it just happens to be perfect timing for John Wilkes Booth, who then enters the presidential box, enters the area, the corridor, and because he had known that Lincoln was going to be there earlier in the day, he had went up there and stored some wood that he could wedge behind the door so nobody could get in now.
Oh, man.
So it's just like Inglourious Bastards.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He blocks the door, goes up to the presidential box. There's a little peephole. It's for the managers to make sure the guests are doing okay.
To make sure the actors' penises are hard.
yeah, right. So he's peeping into the presidential box. They're enjoying the show. He's seen the show. John Wilkes Booth has seen the show before, so he knows how it goes. He could recite it in his sleep. So he's waiting, basically, for his moment. He swings open the door at the beginning of a laugh line. And as soon as it's thunderous laughter, he just comes in with his gun and fucking shoots him in the back of the left ear while he's laughing.
Whoa, what a way to go out, though.
Yeah. Laughter, I guess, is not the best medicine because he went unconscious immediately. Didn't die instantly.
So
But still very...
It was the sound was muffled big time by
all the laughter.
He did it at the perfect time.
He did it at the perfect time. It was like thunder, an uproarious laughter.
So it would only be based off the screams from Mary Todd then.
Dude.
That would...
He does kill it. When he guesses everything. Yeah. The audience had no idea what the fuck happened.
This is the only part that seems to have been in the movie Lincoln. You're giving me so much more information than the movie Lincoln. The whole fucking movie was about Lincoln. What the fuck? Barely anything about JWB.
It was based off a team of rivals that Doris Goodwin. Have you ever read that? No. Yeah, no.
I like her a lot, though.
Yeah, she does
Great
good
writer.
shit, but it's like a 17-hour audiobook of like all like how he built his team on people that don't like him, and like there's a whole philosophy behind it. Basically, Ben Franklin's philosophy too of like asking
Lincoln's
people,
team was people that were against him?
it was like you ask somebody who doesn't like you for a favor,
Uh-huh.
and then they feel I don't know, they start to like you kind of thing.
Yeah.
It works.
Damn.
Some Dale Carnegie kind of shit, you know?
So anyway, he shoots Lincoln in the back of the head. The security guards aren't there, so this guy who's a guest of Lincoln, General Rathbone, was jumped up, and he
Dr. Mudd, Mr. Itzerod, General Radbone.
sounds like I'm writing gay erotic fiction.
For real hard, dude. Yo, Jeff, have you been fact checking any of this, or is Jake writing gay historical porn?
Super horny right now.
Yeah, the crime was investigated by Detective Garrett Throbworthy.
Oh, you know about this case then. So, General Rathbone pulls.
Were you hanging out with Throbworthy again?
Yeah, the whole squad was there. Throbworthy, Mudd, Itzerod.
Itzerod.
Awesome bone.
Yeah, our Indian friend, Chief Slam Cheeks.
Chief bounces on it. Chief bounces with power.
With power. So he's trying to escape. General Rathbone pulls him off the balcony. Now people see a commotion. They still don't know what's happening. John Wilkes pulls out his Bowie knife, stabs him in the fucking arm, hits an artery.
Who stabs who?
John Wilkes
general.
stabs the general.
Yeah.
He drops. I don't think he dies, but he falls down. And dude, this is where it gets crazy because from the balcony he stands up. He yells "Sic Semper Tyrannis," which is a line from Julius Caesar, where he just starred in with his brothers, and it's a line Brutus says. Who, by the way, that's his dad's middle name. Pretty wild. And you said it earlier what that meant.
Does it mean death to tyrants or?
No, it means actually
Always something.
It means "Ow, I hurt my pung." I've been waiting to say that for 6 hours. Ow, I hurt my pung. No, it means thus always to tyrants. That's what it means. But I always heard the death to tyrants too.
Yeah, but
I think that's the implied. Thus, but anyway, we can fact check that later. But so he dropped the weapon.
Jeff's not gonna do it. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Guy's had his fucking eyes closed for the last 25
God
minutes.
damn it! Is it this boring? Is it this boring, Jeff?
No, he's dreaming of all the gay names we're making up.
He's been rubbing his.
He's doing a gay fantasy team.
He's been rubbing his
cranking it
private
over here.
area like it's a clit, dude. I don't know how long it takes this guy to get hard.
So this is great. He drops his weapon. He leaps off. Dude, he leaps out of the presidential balcony, jumps 12 feet down to the stage. It goes directly onto the stage.
That's the better way out.
That's the best way out. I mean, he blocked the other exit. So, because his thing was...
nobody can come in that way. Then. Okay.
He knew the lay of the land, so he was going to jump and then just escape through the back, which is what he did. Pause. But this is the best part. When he jumps, his riding spur gets caught on the flag and caused him to fall on his hands and knees.
He Mr. Bean on the way down.
Yeah. He jumps and lands on his hands and knees in front of the sold-out house of our American cousin.
Did you say tragic? Yeah.
Nice. But the crowd still doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
This is pretty entertaining.
Yeah, they think it's part of the fucking
They
show.
do. They think it's part of the show.
Yeah, my American cousin going off the rails.
No, we don't want a table. We want a booth.
When he falls, he breaks his fibula.
Fib brother.
And he broke the banner as well. But according to what he wrote in his diary, he kept a diary after he murdered the president. He got to the center stage and yelled, "The South is avenged," and then hobbled off. As dude, this sounds like a cartoon. General Rathbone screams, "Stop that man!" and like shit like that. So there's a lot of corny shit that starts popping in here.
They just talked goofy back then.
They did, yeah. They did talk goofy.
But you know what? Everybody could understand each other.
That's the truth. And Jake, talking goofy ain't just a Disney Channel late night show.
After dark.
Gosh, those are some big.
Gosh, my toes never curled so much.
But yeah,
That sounded more like Clarabelle, honestly.
so he yells, "The South is avenged," And he hobbles through the backstage. He escapes on horseback. Lincoln was unconscious and carried across the street to the Peterson boarding house.
To the bar.
Where his agents are, come get him!
It's 10-cent wings till midnight.
Wake up! Putting the wing under his nose. But they take him to the house across the street, and he died 9 hours later on April 15th. Here's the thing. This was Good Friday that this happened on, too, by the way.
That's debatable.
Yeah.
In a place that used to be a church that got renovated into becoming a theater.
And you say April 15th was the day he was
Officially died. Yeah, that's Saturday morning.
tax day. Tax day comes for everybody.
Yeah. Dude, and then maybe that's why they did it that day.
Wait, was it? Was it really tax day back then?
I don't know if they had a set tax day.
I feel like this guy had so many missed opportunities.
Yeah, oh, thanks.
Oh,
Thanks,
someone
Jeff.
actually puts his fucking feet on the ground for once. Guy's been catching flies over there.
You guys want to hear an eerie fact about the situation with Lincoln dying?
You know I do. It's spooky season.
All right, so it is spooky season. I already watched my first Hubie.
I saw
I
that.
can see it in your fucking
busted
eyes.
early.
Yeah.
I busted early.
Yeah, I smelled it on you.
I tried to wait till October and I couldn't.
I'll be good to watch it again in an hour, babe. I swear.
Yeah. So Booth. I just got my Booth. So here's the crazy thing: is the bed that Lincoln died in March of 1865, a month earlier. An actor and colleague of Booth's named Charles Warwick rented that room in the Peterson house, and it's because it's right across from Ford Theater, like I said. And while John Wilkes Booth was visiting Warwick in March, Booth actually took a nap on the bed where Lincoln died.
Ooh.
Dude,
how wild is that?
There's so many bizarre coincidences,
Oh yeah.
almost incestuous with the amount of the times these families intertwine somehow.
Oh yeah. Oh, and there was another instance with his brother, John Wilkes Booth's brother, Edwin, in late 1864. Tad Lincoln, the youngest son, saw Edwin star in a show at a theater and went backstage and gave him a rose. Tad Lincoln gave Edwin Booth a rose.
Tell us his
And
real name.
Tad?
Nobody's named Tad.
It's
Come on.
Tad. You can look it up.
Yeah.
Fact
Sus.
check it. No, he's asleep again.
Just a tad.
What do we got on tax day? When did that start?
Tax day wasn't until 1913. It became law in
And April
1913.
15th was
Okay.
The next year, 14,
Okay.
was the
Yeah.
first year income tax was due.
so it didn't have anything to do with that.
We need to-
Correct.
It's time to reset on the old tax situation, huh?
I just actually paid.
Good for
Well, I
you.
just filed. I had to pay ahead of time, but
Still owe. They'll
I
never-
got a little bit back, which is okay. I know I still owed, but it
Yeah.
wasn't as much as my estimated upfront payment in April. So, in that sense, I got a little bit back from that.
Speaking of getting a little bit back, John Wilkes Booth got the president, rode out of there as fast as he could, and just booked it. Right, obviously
On his foot, on his broken leg, he ran.
No, he got on the horse outside.
Horsey.
Which
Yeah.
is a nightmare to get up on with a broken leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he gets on there, dude. He was trying to remain ahead of the news, so like he passed a Navy Guard bridge checkpoint and just passed through no issue because the news hadn't gotten to him yet. So he gets to Maryland. He meets up with his buddy Dave Harold. Told him what he did. Dave's like, I want nothing to do with this. Like he was part of the kidnapping plan.
But mostly,
Once they're like,
and
hey, I
yeah,
killed the
yeah.
president. You're like, whoa, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, I was just
And-
goofing before.
And John Wilkes Booth kind of threatens his life. He's like, you got to help me.
No
You gotta come
way.
with me.
Just a guy who didn't have enough friends. So
Yes.
he's like, I guess I'll fucking show with these Nazis.
Yeah, dude. And so he takes this guy with him, and so they rode off together. His leg pain's getting worse because of the fucking horse riding.
Bouncing on that thing.
Yeah, he's running. Yeah, he's bouncing on it. It's getting worse. It's blackening. It's like completely like it's bad. And so he's begging. He's begging his buddy Harold to stop at Dr. Mudd's. And
Chop
he does.
that thing off.
4:30 in the morning.
Chops it off?
No, he
Or
doesn't chop
gets
it off.
set?
No, he braces it with a hat box for him
Okay.
and stays the night. But then the next morning, Mudd apparently learns then from federal agents when he's in town that Booth killed the president. And is like, you guys get out, get the fuck out. So they leave. They stop at a bunch of different places along the way.
Hardee's.
They hid in the They're still waiting for service. They were hung out in the woods for 4 days. They stayed at an estate. They crossed the Potomac River on April 22nd. So that's what is that? That's
He's got
7 days.
over about a
It's
week on the lam.
afterwards. Yep.
Pretty
And-
good.
Yeah,
Now remember
longer than I thought.
the plan I told you
Pause.
was that the one guy was going to kill the Secretary of State, the one guy was going to kill the Vice President. The guy didn't fatally injure the Secretary of State, and Atzerodd balked on killing the VP. So he gets arrested and confesses the whole plan to the FBI or whatever. I don't think the FBI existed then. Whoever arrested him and the government. And then that's when they're like, all right, we got to fucking get this guy. Kind of told him like that we're going to cross the river, all that shit. John Wilkes Booth meets some Confederate soldiers that help him cross another river until they get to Port Royal, Virginia, and brought to the Garrett farm and pretend to be injured servicemen. But after Garrett became suspicious, he made Booth and Harold stay in the tobacco barn overnight.
Oh.
And that's not a vape shop. That's an actual barn on the
No
property.
kratom, no nitrous.
But the next day, they evaded 40 Yankee cavalry by hiding in a ditch as they came flying by, and they basically got an extra day. But then they got suspicious, and on April 26, 1865, one of the Confederate soldiers who helped them at the river got arrested because he was identified by a fisherman, and that guy kind of gave the whole itinerary of what they were going to do, where they were going to try to go. And at one of Garrett's sons kind of felt something was weird and pointed the soldiers to the barn that night. And at 2 a.m., John Wilkes Booth and Harold woke up to footsteps outside the tobacco barn and voices and says, "You men, come out here. We know who you are." And Booth just replied, "Give me 5 minutes to consider," which I love.
I need 5 minutes to get all this mud off my rod.
And then Booth got a little crazy, said, "I won't be taken alive." After some negotiating, Harold got permission from Booth to leave. And the moment he left, the Union, or the Yankees started stacking hay on the back of the barn.
Lit that bitch on fire.
Lit that bitch on fire and said, "We're gonna
Smoked
smoke
him out?
or he's going to die."
That's what gay horses eat.
What?
Hey.
Stacks of hay.
So the acting sergeant, this guy who went by Boston Corbett, he removed the lock off the door, looked inside, saw Booth kind of freaking out. But Booth saw him, then ran his fingers through his hair. And with a pistol in his hand, he's like, "Do your worst," right? Corbett shot him with a Colt revolver, single shot. I think it was like in the neck, right? He goes, "Ah!" and drops, right? Boston Corbett pulls him out of the bar, drags him out of the bar while the bar is still on fire. And he's covered in soot at this point. It's mud, if you will.
He's doing blackface. Kill him.
They legit thought he was dead until somebody poured water on him, and then his eyes opened like a horror movie.
Fucking
like,
A.
yeah, and he goes, "Tell my mother I died for my country."
Oh.
Pretty
Well,
badass.
half of it.
Pretty badass way to like go out. That's your last
Yeah.
line.
And I was
mean-
definitely not shacked up with a guy in a barn that I shouldn't have been in.
Yeah, that you put it.
And this is not mud on my rod.
But
It's horse shit.
so
That's what I am, a horse fucker.
So the bullet broke his spinal cord and paralyzed him from the neck down. That's why he wasn't moving, and people thought he was dead. And that was such a cool line to end on. However, he got shot at 3:15 and didn't die till after 7 a.m. So he gets taken to another.
Oh man, they were moving him around too. They probably weren't being very gentle.
You know what his last words were?
Sucker from the back.
It was end scene. No, it was useless.
That's what he said?
Yeah, because he made the people hold up his hands to him.
Yeah.
And he saw him and he couldn't feel anything, so he just said useless, and
Oh.
died.
That's a shame, man. I like
Yeah.
this guy.
12 days he was on the run, man.
Fucking A.
The last thing I just want to tell you, because I know I've really went a lot here. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Bro, you nailed an hour once again, by the
Really?
way. Yeah.
Fucking A. The soldier that got credited with killing John Wilkes Booth, Boston Corbett, originally Thomas Boston Corbett, but he became a religious fanatic and chopped off the Thomas
Chopped off Tommy.
and also chopped off his Wang.
Why?
He castrated himself prior to joining the army. So he'd already done this. And he didn't do it with scissors, guys. He did it with a pair of pinking shears, which, if you know, it's the zigzag pattern.
Prinking shears, you said?
Yeah, prinking shears. Very dull, zigzag pattern scissors.
The little kid. That's like what you give little kids.
Yes, very painful. A lot of twisting and pulling. He wanted it to be painful because apparently he went kind of crazy because he had mercury poisoning. So this is why he was doing this.
Got my dick into pieces.
He was demoted so many times prior to leading this raid to get John Wilkes Booth too, and afterwards he got demoted again back down to private.
Well, let's
Corbett.
not get exaggerated. Formerly privates.
And so he drifted around the U.S. before he was committed to Topeka Asylum for the Insane. And after being declared insane in 1887, in 1888, Boston Corbett, the man who killed John Wilkes Booth, escaped and disappeared. Ooh. And was like never heard from again. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Pretty wild.
And
guys.
Jake, I mean this 100%. That was shorter than the movie Lincoln. That was great, bro.
Thanks, man.
Great job,
Thank
Jake,
you.
man.
Appreciate you.
Jake.
I like the little addition at the end about him cut his wang off.
Yeah, I was like, I learned that. I was like, these guys are going to appreciate
Crazy
this.
you could disappear with that. And it's like, you think they were like just pulling guys' pants down and checking for a shrub nub?
I guess if you never whip it out again, no one's going to find out. Yeah.
That's true.
Just got to make sure you're at the corner of the piss trough when you're at the fucking saloon, you know?
How do you piss, like...
Everywhere.
For real.
Yeah.
Well, we've done it again. Jake, what an incredible presentation.
Thank you guys very much.
Delicious.
Thank you for listening.
So much
Thanks for
fun.
watching.
Thank
And if you
guys.
were watching on Patreon, thanks for being a patron. If you were watching on YouTube or listening for free, please remember Patreon is only $4 a month, and all episodes are a week early and ad-free. No ads on Patreon, and you get an extra hour of bonus content every week. And if you wouldn't mind, follow me at Jon DelCollo on Instagram. Jake, what about you?
Follow me at Jake Mattera. And Mike, how about you, buddy?
Follow me at Mike Rainey 82. I got a bunch of shows coming up, so if you go to any of my social media profiles, Twitter, Instagram, which are both at Mike Rainey 82, you can see the link for my shows in there. I got shows coming up in November at Atlanta, Detroit, Fargo. I'll be at Skankfest if you're going to New Orleans for that, and then I'll be back in Philly for a show the first week in December at Soul Joel's. Very excited for that, and I would love to see so many of you guys there. And also check out my podcast, Getting Some Head. I do custom Getting Some Head interviews. So if you want to talk with me over Zoom, I would love to talk with you. You can get one of those at onperks.com. It's just very nice to talk to people. I promise it's very laid back. If you want to gift it to somebody, that's also a nice option as well, onperks.com. And aside from that, we'll see you. I guess we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for
guys.
listening. Take care.
Love you so much.
There's so much fucked up shit to get into.
Nail Stickers.